Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC P0851 indicates a low voltage condition in the neutral position sensor A circuit in the Honda Civic models from 2016 to 2021. This circuit plays a critical role in recognizing the gear position of the transmission. The neutral position sensor is located near the transmission, and its proper function is vital for vehicle safety and performance. A faulty sensor can lead to improper gear changes, impacting drivability and safety. This DTC can affect the powertrain control module, PCM, which relies on accurate sensor readings for optimal engine management. When this error is triggered, it needs to be diagnosed and resolved to ensure the vehicle operates correctly. The neutral position sensor A is essential for providing the PCM with information about the vehicle's transmission position, specifically when it is in neutral. It helps dictate when the engine should engage or disengage based on the vehicle's gear status. Typically, this sensor is located near the base of the transmission, integrated into the transmission assembly to accurately sense the position of the gear lever. Any issues with this sensor can relay incorrect information to the PCM, which can lead to various transmission problems such as incorrect shifting or failed engine start. The low voltage condition identified by DTC P0851 implies that the signal voltage transmitted back to the PCM is below the expected threshold, which could prevent the PCM from performing necessary calculations for optimal engine operation. Several potential causes can lead to the P0851 DTC being triggered. The first is a malfunction of the neutral position sensor itself, which may occur due to wear and tear, internal glitches, or water damage. A second possible cause is related to wiring issues. This includes damaged wires or poor connections that might impede the flow of electrical signals between the sensor and the PCM. Problems could arise from corrosion, fraying, or disconnections. Lastly, the PCM itself may be faulty or have corrupted programming, leading to incorrect readings from the sensor. Conducting a thorough inspection of all related components is crucial to determine the actual cause of the DTC P0851. When DTC P0851 is active, the driver may experience several symptoms that hinder the vehicle's performance. The most notable symptom is the engine's inability to start, which can occur because the PCM does not receive the correct signals to allow ignition. Additionally, transmission-related issues such as harsh shifting, failure to engage gears, or slipping may arise, impacting the overall drivability and safety of the vehicle. In some cases, you may also notice a decrease in performance where the vehicle behaves unpredictably. It's essential to address these symptoms promptly to avoid potential safety hazards on the road. Begin the troubleshooting process by turning the vehicle's ignition to the on mode without starting the engine. This enables the necessary systems to initiate, allowing for accurate diagnostics. Use the HDS or Honda Diagnostics system to clear any existing DTCs. This step is crucial because it resets the control module's stored error codes, allowing you to see if the issue persists. After clearing, check for both pending and confirmed DTCs again with the HDS. If DTC P0851 appears in this diagnostic cycle, it indicates a repeatable issue that requires further investigation. If this DTC does not show up, it may suggest an intermittent issue, prompting a check for loose connections or faulty wiring related to the neutral position sensor and PCM. In this step, you will again check for the presence of other DTCs using the HDS. Specifically, check for both confirmed and pending DTCs. Notably, ascertain whether DTC P0851 is reported alongside DTC P1707. which relates to the neutral position sensor B circuit. If both DTCs are indicated simultaneously, it suggests a more systemic failure within the neutral position monitoring system. In this case, proceed to step 3 to investigate further. If only P0851 is present, it may require a different approach that may include checking wiring and sensor function independently. This step lets you diagnose if the problem resides solely with sensor A, or if there is a broader issue within the sensor system. Start by ensuring the vehicle is turned off and in the lock mode for safety. Next, disconnect the neutral position sensor 4P connector to isolate the sensor from the vehicle's electrical system. With the ignition still off, transition to turning the vehicle to the on mode again. You will now measure voltage between two specific test points. Test point 1 on the neutral position sensor connector and test point 2 at the body ground. Ideally, a reading of about 5.0 volts should be present. This voltage indicates that the wiring to the sensor is intact. If the voltage is within the expected range, then it is prudent to replace the neutral position sensor to address the low voltage condition indicated by DTC P0851. If the voltage is absent or below expected levels, it will direct you to further steps. Ensure that the vehicle is in the off mode and perform a critical step to allow for enhanced diagnostics. Jump the SCS line with the HDS, maintaining this connection for over a minute. This procedure places the system in a short diagnostic mode to check wiring continuity effectively. Next, disconnect the connector from the PCM, referred to as connector E80P, which is crucial for separating circuits tied to the PCM from the neutral position sensor. At this point, assess the continuity between test points 1 and 2, one point being from the neutral position sensor connector and the other from the PCM connector E, specifically pin number 77. A successful continuity test indicates that the VCC2 wire is intact, while a failure means there is an open circuit that requires further repair. As with previous steps, start by turning the vehicle off and ensuring it is in the lock position for safety. Disconnect the neutral position sensor 4P connector to facilitate testing without interference from the vehicle's electrical system. Following this, you will need to connect two terminals, A and B, on the neutral position sensor connector with a jumper wire. Terminal A is the female terminal number 1, and terminal B is female terminal number 3 within the 4P connector. Next, switch the ignition to the on mode and check the parameters displayed using the HDS. The target parameter is the signal from the neutral position sensor 1. A proper reading of around 5.0 volts confirms that the sensor is functioning correctly. If readings are correct, then replacing the neutral position sensor is warranted, as it signifies a defect in the component itself. In this troubleshooting step, ensure that the vehicle is turned off and in the lock position. Remove the jumper wire from the previous test setup to return the sensor to its original state. Next, perform the standard diagnostics protocol by jumping the SCS line with the HDS and allowing for a minute to set. Then, disconnect the PCM connector E80P. For this investigation, you'll be checking continuity between the neutral position sensor 4P connector's terminal number 3 and the body ground. This process entails testing for continuity between test points designed for checking the NSS1 line. If you find continuity, it indicates a short within the NSS1 wire. In such cases, the NSS1 wire should be repaired to eliminate the short and restore normal functionality. Begin by conducting a continuity test on the NSS1 line to assess the integrity of the wiring between the neutral position sensor and the PCM. Ensure that the vehicle is off and in the lock position, keeping both the neutral position sensor connector and PCM connector E disconnected during this check. Measure continuity between the female terminal number 3 of the neutral position sensor and terminal number 67 of the PCM connector E. If continuity is verified, this indicates that the NSS1 wire is functioning and intact. Confirmation of the integrity of this wire allows further diagnostics or checks for additional issues. However, if continuity is not present, then you will need to repair any identified open circuits in the NSS1 wire, resolving the core issue affecting the P0851 DTC. After completing the necessary repairs associated with the DTC P0851, it is vital to conduct a final verification step. Begin by using the HDS to clear any active DTCs that were previously stored. Next, perform a test drive in various conditions to ensure that all systems function properly, including the engagement of transmission adjustments as needed while the vehicle operates. Monitor the PCM and confirm that the sensor is providing stable readings throughout the range of operation. After the test drive, recheck for any pending or confirmed DTCs to ensure that P0851 does not reappear. This comprehensive verification ensures the reliability of the repairs and confirms that the vehicle is back to its optimal working state. To prevent the recurrence of DTC P0851, regular inspections of the neutral position sensor and its associated wiring should be scheduled. Over time, wear and environmental exposure can lead to degradation of the sensor and wiring. Ensure that any connectors related to the sensor and PCM are checked frequently for signs of corrosion, fraying, or loose terminals, which can impede the transmission of signals required to facilitate the neutral position acknowledgement. It is also beneficial to refer to authentic Honda service information and guidelines, which can help maintain proper vehicle operation and minimize future issues. Keeping records of prior repairs can notify technicians of trends and lead to timely maintenance to keep the vehicle running smoothly. In summary, the DTC P0851 is a significant diagnostic trouble code affecting the neutral position sensor A circuit in the Honda Civic models from 2016 to 2021. Recognizing the importance of the neutral position sensor is essential as it directly relates to the safety and operation of the vehicle. The diagnose steps allow for systematic evaluation and accurate pinpointing of faults within the circuit and sensor. Furthermore, understanding how both the sensor and the PCM interact provides insight into maintaining optimal vehicle performance. Conducting regular preventive maintenance and adhering to troubleshooting procedures ensures the longevity of your vehicle's performance, ultimately safeguarding the driver and passengers. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time!